Alright guys, welcome back to Frank Brock Art. I am Brian Broxton and I am dressed as the Ghost Rider. I hope you guys have enjoyed your Halloween, and today we're gonna start working on some dynamic poses. Now today I do have a pose that I looked up on Pinterest and I thought it was a great idea to draw this pose. So there's another thing that I wanted to show you is and pose my art, and that was a site where I can take the 3D version and then pose it, and then we can use that to work on our, I guess, more dynamic pose. So if you all go to pose my art, and I'll just put it up on the screen, and if you go there, you can find a female pose or a male pose, and then pose it however you like. You can either use just that static pose, or you can try for something more dynamic. And it can be a little tiring drawing like a static pose all the time. It's lifeless. You need to breathe some energy into it. So in this video, I want to show you all how to master the dynamic pose and unleash your artistic expression. So basically, we're going to use this site to kind of find like different angles to do our dynamic pose. Now, I'm just going to choose one, to keep it kind of short. So we're just going to move around this 3D person or 3D male and see if we can find the right pose. It's a really cool tool to use just in case you don't have a physical mannequin to work with. There's also the website that I went to, Pinterest, where I can see some examples of some dynamic poses. And this is just one to give you like an idea of like what a dynamic pose looks like. You have like the big fists and then the foreshortening body. As you see, with this pose, we're probably going to have to exaggerate a little bit with our 3D model. So let's get into the drawing. So first, basically, it's not going to be a full drawing. I'm just going to do a basic layout with my blue pencil, and I'm going to go ahead and start sketching. Now, when it comes to dynamic poses, understanding the structure of the human body will help you create more natural and believable poses. Now, next, we have to experiment with some different gestures and poses, which is what we did on post or on the site where we had the 3D model. But when you're doing this yourself, don't be afraid to push the boundaries and explore unconventional angles. Now, dynamic poses can express a wide range of emotions and tell a captivating story. To add more dramaticism to your art, to play with asymmetry and foreshortening. This technique adds depth and perspective to your drawings and make them more visually engaging and exciting. Now remember, just make sure to observe real life for inspiration. Observe people in motion, whether it is at like a park or a coffee shop or even at a dance performance. Pay attention to their gestures, their body language, and how they interact with their environment. Now, the main thing is to practice. Keep a sketchbook handy if you have one. There's also apps on your phone that you can use. But yeah, keep it handy just in case you want to, dedicate a little time to like some daily studies and whatnot. Also experiment with different mediums and styles. You may want to practice more and more, and as you do, you will improve and develop like your own unique artistic style. So that's always a good thing. Now let's put everything into action. So I'm basically starting out with the torso, and once I get the torso done, then I'll just add all the extra the arms and the head and the bottom half of the character. So I will take my time, get all these things done, and just follow along. And now, since we're close to finishing up with our dynamic pose, because basically we did like a static drawing, and then we also did a dynamic looking drawing. So once this is done, then you can take a look at it, fix some little problem areas here and there. As you can see with my model or my dynamic pose, I can take certain areas and increase the size just to make it a lot more dynamic. And feel free to play around and see what you come up with. This is just one of many dynamic poses that I can do. I could have did one where I'm more in front of the character and have like that hand that's his left hand holding out straight. I could have like turned it where he could have been, his face could have been, or his hand could have been like right in front, with the drawing back of that punch. That's also dynamic as well. So yeah, just play with the angles, see what you come up with, and don't be afraid, like I said, to make mistakes. It comes with the territory. You got to find the right pose for the right situation. So yeah, man. So we just want to thank you guys for watching the channel. Had some technical difficulties, but I had to go back and post and fix everything. So I will catch you guys later. Thanks for subscribing and watching the show. I will holler at you guys a bit later.